In the gentle hills of western Turkey, just beyond the ancient ruins of Ephesus, a hidden gem awaits discovery. This is Sirince, a village where every cobblestone, every vine-covered wall, and every winding street tells a story that spans thousands of years. The story of Sirince begins in antiquity. Archaeological evidence scattered throughout the area reveals Hellenistic and Roman influence dating back over 2 millennia. Fragments of Roman aqueducts still stand in the surrounding landscape, and pieces of an ancient Roman sewer system have been discovered near the village's natural springs. Perhaps most intriguingly, Roman funeral urns have been repurposed as fountains in the village center, a testament to layers of history built upon history. Local legend offers a charming explanation for the village's name. According to tradition, freed Greek slaves once settled in this fertile valley, deliberately naming their new home Sirince, meaning the ugly, to discourage outsiders from discovering their paradise. The strategy worked for centuries, but eventually the truth could no longer be hidden. The village was renamed Sirince, meaning pleasant or charming, a name that perfectly captures its essence today. In more recent history, until the 1920s, Sirince was a predominantly Greek Orthodox community. Following the population exchange between Greece and Turkey in 1923, Turkish settlers arrived from Greece, bringing new traditions while preserving much of the village's architectural and cultural heritage. This blending of influences created the unique character that defines Sirince today. The landscape around Sirince is dotted with places that whisper of ancient faith and mystery. Along the road leading to the village, you'll find Scenic Cave, also known as Panaya Galata. Here, faded Byzantine frescoes depicting Christian saints still cling to the cave walls. Local historians believe these caves served as chapels during the Byzantine era, offering refuge and a place of worship for early Christians. At Kurudag Cave, archaeologists have unearthed Hellenistic and Roman oil lamps, suggesting the site may have held sacred significance in ancient times. These discoveries hint at a spiritual connection to this land that extends back centuries before the current village took shape. One of the most enduring local traditions holds that the Virgin Mary ascended to heaven from nearby Bulbul Mountain. This belief has contributed to the perception that Sirince possesses a special spiritual energy, an aura that has drawn seekers and pilgrims for generations. This mystical reputation reached an unexpected peak in 2012. As theories about the Maya calendar and a supposed apocalypse spread worldwide, some New Age groups claim that Sirince, with its positive energy, would be spared from destruction. That December, the village became an international destination for those seeking refuge, briefly placing this quiet Turkish village on the global stage. While the apocalypse never arrived, the incident added another colorful chapter to Sirince's already rich tapestry of legends. Such stories, whether rooted in ancient tradition or modern mythology, add to the village's allure, making it a place where faith, folklore, and history intertwine in fascinating ways. Stepping into Sirince is like entering a living museum of traditional Aegean architecture. The village streets are a maze of stone-paved alleys that wind upward through the hillside, each turn revealing new vistas and hidden corners. Many of the houses you see date back to the 19th century, their construction reflecting the craftsmanship of the Greek Orthodox community that once called this place home. Whitewashed facades contrast beautifully with wooden balconies painted in shades of blue and green. Red-tiled roofs cascade down the hillside, creating a harmonious pattern that blends seamlessly with the natural landscape. These aren't merely preserved relics. Many of these historic homes have been lovingly restored and now serve as guest houses, boutique hotels, cafes, and artisan workshops. Walking through their wooden doorways, you might discover inner courtyards filled with flowering plants, vine-covered pergolas offering shade, and stone terraces with sweeping views of the surrounding valleys. At the heart of the village lies the historic covered bazaar. Under its arched roof, locals and visitors alike browse handmade goods, sample local products, and exchange stories. The bazaar serves as it has for generations, as the social and commercial heart of village life, a place where tradition and modern tourism meet in a vibrant, authentic atmosphere. One of Sirince's greatest treasures is its tradition of handmade, locally produced goods. As you wander the village streets, you'll encounter small workshops and boutiques filled with products that embody the region's agricultural abundance and artisanal heritage. Local families produce handcrafted olive oil soaps infused with herbs from the surrounding hills. You'll find embroidered textiles showcasing traditional patterns, jars of homemade jams made from fresh peaches, figs, and cherries, and bottles of fruit syrups that capture the essence of summer. But Sirince is perhaps most famous for its fruit wines. Unlike conventional grape wines, Sirince winemakers have perfected the art of fermenting a remarkable variety of fruits: mulberries, pomegranates, peaches, apples, blackberries, and more. Each wine carries the distinct character of its fruit and the terroir of these Aegean hills. Local legend adds another layer to this wine tradition. Stories circulate that the basement of the old St. John Baptist Church was once used for aging and storing the village wines, a poetic connection between the sacred and the sensory pleasures of life. And then there's Sirince ice cream. Rich, creamy, and often made with local fruits and traditional Turkish ingredients, this handmade treat is the perfect refreshment as you explore the village on a warm afternoon. Whether you choose peach, mulberry, or a more traditional flavor, each scoop reflects the care and quality that goes into everything made here. Sirince doesn't just charm with its history and products. The village's natural setting is equally captivating. The settlement unfolds amid olive groves, fruit orchards, and forested hillsides. The air carries the mingled scents of citrus blossoms in spring, ripening grapes in summer, and wild herbs year-round. The surrounding landscape invites exploration. Narrow paths lead away from the village center into quiet countryside where olive trees have stood for generations and wildflowers blanket the hillsides in spring. Walking these trails, you may feel transported to another time, enveloped in green tranquility and the sounds of nature. Sunsets in Sirince are particularly magical. As daylight fades, the white houses take on a golden glow, and the terraced hillsides become silhouettes against the darkening sky. It's a moment when time seems to pause, and the village's timeless character becomes almost tangible. This is a place where you can truly disconnect from the rush of modern life and reconnect with simpler rhythms. The pace of village life, the cycle of seasons, the pleasure of good food and genuine hospitality. Reaching Sirince is straightforward and part of the journey's pleasure. The village is located approximately 8 kilometers from the town of Selçuk, which itself is famous for hosting the ruins of ancient Ephesus and the House of the Virgin Mary. From İzmir Airport, the drive takes roughly 1 hour through scenic Aegean countryside. If you're staying in Selçuk, frequent minibuses make the short journey to Sirince throughout the day, climbing the winding mountain roads through olive groves and orchards. Many visitors combine a trip to Sirince with visits to nearby Ephesus and other archaeological sites, making this region ideal for a multi-day exploration of history, culture, and natural beauty. For those who want to fully experience Sirince's charm, staying overnight is highly recommended. Many of the village's historic houses have been beautifully converted into guest houses and boutique hotels, each offering authentic character that modern hotels cannot replicate. Imagine waking up in a room with exposed stone walls and antique wooden furnishings, then stepping onto a private terrace to watch the sunrise over the valley while enjoying breakfast made with local ingredients. These accommodations range from simple, family-run guest houses to more upscale boutique hotels, but all share a commitment to preserving the village's authentic atmosphere while providing comfortable, welcoming hospitality. Sirince is more than a destination to check off a travel list. It's an experience that engages all the senses and touches something deeper. A connection to history, to tradition, to the simple pleasures of good food, beautiful surroundings, and genuine human warmth. Here, every street corner holds a story. Every bottle of wine carries the taste of sun-ripened fruit and generations of winemaking knowledge. Every restored house represents a bridge between past and present. And every conversation with a local artisan or shopkeeper offers insight into a way of life that honors tradition while welcoming the world. Whether you spend a few hours or a few days in Sirince, you'll leave with more than photographs and souvenirs. You'll carry memories of winding stone streets, the taste of homemade ice cream, the scent of olive groves, and perhaps a sense of the positive energy that so many visitors claim to feel here. Come, immerse yourself in Sirince's quiet charm. Taste its wines, wander its alleys, explore its history, and let its timeless beauty work its magic on you. Sirince awaits you, authentic, mysterious, unforgettable.